Hello out there in TV land.
Double or nothing.
Boy, if you don't get
I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for this, but today I've decided to step into the black movie universe and put some of the men from my favorite black movies on a tier list. Yes, I do consider myself a fineologist. I didn't spend all those years at ICDC College studying alongside Romeo not to use my degree.
I'm so ICDC college.
But still, this will only be based on how each man conducted themselves in the movie or movies they appeared in. This will have nothing to do with physical appearance. I plan to keep things very professional.
Stop the cap.
Or at least I would try to. This tier list will consist of 6 categories. Category 1.
That's a black king right there.
Nobody's perfect, but the men in this category gotta be close to it. Category 2.
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
This category is for the men who I believe are good, but they have just a few issues that need to be improved. Category 3.
Look at the material.
This category is for the men who have the potential to be good, but they have more than just a few issues that need to be worked on, and they need more than just a little improvement. Category 4.
And that's what you're gonna settle for.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
This category is for the men who probably should be left alone, but I'ma stick beside them. Category 5.
run, bitch! Run!
The title speaks for itself. And last but not least, category 6.
Jail. Jail.
This category is for the men who don't deserve to live among civilization. Let's get into it. First, we'll be traveling to the best man universe. Now, before we get into anything, I have to explain that where these men end up on this tier list will mainly be based on their actions from the first movie. The second movie will have a little influence, but the TV show will have none. I never finished watching it, so I won't include it, but even without the TV show, these men already sealed their fates on this tier list. Some shit was just unforgivable. First up, we have Lance, Mia's man. Watching The Best Man as a young girl, it was all about the looks for me. For a long time, I never really absorbed the storyline because I was only there because all my favorite black actors and actresses were in it. But once I actually paid attention to what was really going on, child, I think on paper, Lance was supposed to be seen as a good man, God-fearing.
Someday you're gonna believe in my God, bro. Our God.
Whatever, man.
NFL player, fine as fuck. That just had to be said. There was no way I could hold it in any longer. Now that we have that out of the way, I believe men who share the same mindset as Lance would probably say he was the type of man that a woman should be grateful for. But no, Lance was not a good man, Savannah. He cheated on Mia all up and through their courtship. He didn't have a real desire to get right for her until they were about to get married.
What made you decide to just up and get married now? Because you've been dipping out on Mia, no offense, but for a while.
He said marriage was supposed to curb your appetite for more women, not the fact that you're in love and you fully know right from wrong and you don't want to hurt the person you're in love with. No, you're just going to get married on a foundation of infidelities.
Yes,
That's stupid! Use your common sense.
But Lance cheated on Mia repeatedly before they got married because he knew she wasn't going nowhere, and she didn't go anywhere. She just decided to get back at him by messing with his best friend, which was her big one. She ate that, and Lance was sick to his stomach, could barely breathe because his type of men can't take what they dish out. But it's true, sometimes women will do everything but leave. In my personal opinion, Mia should have been out the door. Cheating is stupid to me, and cheating as revenge for cheating is even more idiotic when y'all can simply just not be together. I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe it's something that's forgivable because I don't believe it's something that just happens. Too many steps occur before private parts start touching for it to ever be a mistake. That's not something I buy into, so that's already Lance's biggest gripe. Then he was only originally attracted to Mia because she was a virgin.
She's saving it.
A virgin.
Yeah, man.
Really, man, you got to hook me, huh?
Why do ran-through men always want to go after what they see as the purest type of women? You have no self-control and you got more bodies than a cemetery, but you desire for your woman to be untouched?
Stop it. Get some help.
and he was so cocky when he thought he was the only person Mia had ever been with.
You don't think that Mia's ever got with any other dudes? I'm the first, the last, and the only.
Then on top of all of that, he had the nerve to be a traditional man. He wanted Mia in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant. Now, looking at how Morris Chestnut's face card was sending the best man, I do feel the spirit of domestication come over me.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must.
Lance definitely found the right one with Mia, and I do believe he truly loved her because men are sick and twisted like that. Now, I can't wrap my head around how you could cheat on somebody you're in love with, but it would be easier for me to figure out the secrets of the universe before I would be able to figure out male logic. So again, I do believe Lance loved Mia. I guess he did, even though he cheated on her multiple times. I don't take that from him. We all saw him by her grave in the second movie. He was crying, I was crying, but still I can't excuse what he was up to in the first movie. So when it comes to Lance, run, bitch, run. Next up we have Harper.
Oprah Winfrey wants my new book, Unfinished Business.
Mia, John, and Robin all had or wanted a piece of him, so I don't know whose man to call him. But we have Harper, who thought it was a good idea to write a book about his friends and thought they wouldn't be able to put the pieces together.
Brought back some wild memories.
Yeah, man, where's the book now?
The same Harper who had a girlfriend who was in love with him, and he claimed he was in love with her too, but he still was upset with finishing what he started with Jordan. His desire to cheat on Robin was premeditated and calculated.
Why'd you really leave your girl at home this weekend?
He was fiending to do it. The only thing that stopped him was getting his ass whooped because guess, this is the same Harper that slept with his best friend's girl, wrote about it in a book, and then dedicated it to him?
What? Now what?
You actually dedicated that book to them?
Harper was a terrible person and a terrible partner. Robin shouldn't have married that man, let alone had a whole child with him. Even though I didn't finish the show, I know Harper and Robin don't make it to the end of it, and I'm not surprised. Run, bitch, run. Fast, quick, long, and hard. Next up, we have Julian, aka Merch.
What, nigga? You, my brother, are withholding information.
Finally, a half-decent man. I was starting to get a headache. They mainly called him Merch, but I want to call him Julian, so I'ma call him Julian. When it comes to Julian, his main issue in the first movie was that he let Shelby run all over him. The movie really didn't go into much detail about their background besides the fact that they had been together for 7 years and that had always been their dynamic.
It's gang up on Shelby Day. Fine. If you'd rather be with them than me, that's fine.
But compared to his friend group, Julian was the best man. He was kind and sensitive, even though he didn't know how to keep a secret. He was just the type of man that would fall in love with a scripper, and I don't blame him. Who don't love scrippers?
I just thought we had a connection back then, so.
Look, baby, it just kind of goes with the job.
But that scripper was played by Regina Hall. I would have fell in love too. Lord, that woman is so fine to me.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must.
But I don't have anything too bad to say about Julian. The only time I wasn't really feeling him was in the second movie when that video of Candace was circulating around and he went to everybody but her with it first.
Everyone already knows I'm a ghetto ass sucking stripping hoe, right? Yes!
That's the only time me and him didn't see eye to eye. Again, I didn't finish the show, so I don't know what they faced there, but still, I think it's safe to say that when it comes to Julian, he's a good man, Savannah. And last, we have Quentin. Now again, for like the 100th time, I didn't finish the show, so maybe Quentin's views on women and relationships changed down the line. I mean, they had to if he was getting married to Shelby, right? Wasn't he marrying Shelby in the show? I don't remember. But anyways, in the first movie, Quentin had some questionable views on women and relationships.
Ain't nothing natural about no monogamy. I mean, God did not intend for us to be with just one person.
I'm pretty sure those same feelings carried over to the second movie, so...
Money, bitches, pussy, / getting here.
Run, bitch, run. Next, we'll be traveling to the Poetic Justice universe. First up, we have Lucky.
What do you want from me?
Think you kind of fly.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must.
Now, even though Poetic Justice is one of my favorite romance movies and I do hold it near and dear to my heart, I can't be biased and I have to give Lucky the same energy I gave everybody else. When I take away the fact that he's played by Tupac and just focus on the character, Lucky had 3 things that were questionable to me about him. The first thing being his baby mama drama.
Welfare wasn't paying the rent, this wouldn't be your house.
Fuck yeah.
Get your tired ass back in the room, tramp.
My question is, how was Lucky moving in life that he had a whole child with a woman that was on drugs and didn't care about having relations while her children and her baby father sat in the next room? To me, that's a reflection of him. He could say whatever he wanted to about Keisha's mother, but still he laid down with her, unprotected at that. So Lucky, how were you moving? The next thing being his mouth. He got pretty mad at Justice just because she didn't want to talk to him.
Oh, so you one of them angry bitches, huh? A feminist.
What you call me?
In my personal opinion, she didn't owe him any conversation just because she was a passenger in the mail truck he was driving. She told him she didn't feel like talking. It should have been left at that. The fact that he got so irritated by that is a red flag for me.
You bitch!
Fuck you!
You fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch!
Daddy, chill.
Now, I don't want to make this too personal, but I'm gonna put myself in Justice's shoes for a moment. I have social anxiety and men scare me off jump. Now, if my best friend told me to come with her and she left me sitting by myself with a man that had Tupac's face card, I would have been terrified. And it would have showed, so I wouldn't have been talking to him either.
Well, go ahead and make your seatbelts click, baby. We follow all safety guidelines around these parts.
Now, Justice was definitely egging him, but I just would have been scared. Does he react like that to all women not wanting to talk to him? Because once he hit that, oh, you must be one of those angry bitches, huh? Just because I'm not talking to him? Oh, roll the credits, movie over. No love story here, but that's where I would be making it personal. And I don't want to. I don't think I should judge him too harshly based on that moment just because it's something I couldn't personally deal with. Because after that, when him and Justice got more comfortable, we did see a softer side to him.
What's that?
I don't want y'all thinking that I believe that men can't redeem themselves, because I do believe it's possible. There are just some things that aren't redeemable to me, like cheating or actively planning to cheat. Now, the last thing that bothered me about Lucky is that he watched his homeboy, friend, co-worker, or whatever he saw him as, hit a girl and said,
Shit, that's their business.
any man who I think is a half-decent person would want to interfere with something like that. Now, I'm not saying he had to attack the man, but he definitely should have wanted to step in before Justice got in it. Now, I guess the thing is, do I nail Lucky to the cross for him not interfering with another man's actions just because I don't like his reaction to it? I don't know. Lucky needed some work. His reaction and lack of reaction in the wrong moments was his biggest red flag. He overreacted when Justice didn't want to talk to him, didn't react enough when his friend hit a girl, and he pointed his emotions in the wrong direction when he blamed Justice for his cousin dying because he was too busy entertaining her.
If I got there on time, this never would have happened. Instead of fucking with you.
So when it comes to Lucky, look at the material. I do believe he had potential, but homeboy had some work to do. Last, we have Chicago.
I'm a good looking nigga. Got a job, income coming in.
There's not much to say about Chicago. He wasn't that appealing. I can't really think of any qualities about him that stood out for real. I mean, he was kind of handsome. He was generous with his money. Some girls go for that. Isha did.
Money? You giving that whole money?
No, just sometimes I like for my girl to have the best.
But I'm just talking in circles. His faith on this tier list has already been sealed. I'm a firm believer in keeping your hands to yourself. I don't care what's being said to you verbally, you keep your hands to yourself. So, Jail, jail.
Lock his ass up! Lock his ass up!
Next, we'll be traveling to the love and basketball universe. We have Quincy.
Nah, girl, if my moms know how to hottie like you up in the crib, she'd beat the black off of me.
Maturing is definitely realizing that love and basketball is not the amazing love story that I grew up thinking it was. I used to see rainbows and butterflies when it came to this movie, but now I can't ignore how much of a mess it really was. The main issue with Q's and Monica's love story is that she loved him way more than he loved her. The saying goes that you should never be with a man that you love more than he loves you, and love and basketball is a perfect example of why. As an adult, nah, I was about to lie, but about 2 to 3 years ago, I finally came to terms with the fact that Q never loved Monica in the same way that she loved him. First of all, she spent 11 years old all the way up until she finally got him, pining after that man.
I've loved you since I was 11. The shit won't go away.
The best way I can perfectly describe how I think Monica felt about Q over those years is You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. That's the perfect example. Every time Monica saw Q, the only thing that was playing in her head was, can't you see that I'm the one that understands you?
All of a sudden, I hear this noise, and it sounds like a freaking cat is being strangled.
Been here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me.
She's not talented. She's not a songstress.
That's how Monica grew up feeling about Q. She lived next door to him. He went to her room when his parents were arguing, but yet she still had to watch him entertaining other girls. It took me too long to realize it was all her. Q hadn't been wishing, waiting, and hoping for her since they were 11 years old. He only noticed her again in a romantic way when he found her physically attractive. That cute moment they had as kids was just a moment for him. It was something that Monica held on to, but Q had moved on. I didn't pay much attention to it growing up because I could relate to Monica. I stayed crushing on a nigga that wasn't checking for me, but in the end, Monica got the dude, so that gave me hope. Stupid, I know.
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. I think, do you think she's dumb.
But that's part of why I held this movie so close to my heart for so many years. But now I accept that it's not a love story. Well, not one where two people share the same feelings for each other. Q was a prize to Monica. Monica was never a prize to Q. The movie tries to insinuate that he had the same feelings for her all along because he knew shit about her basketball stats.
4.
What?
He had 4 offensive rebounds.
But no, I'm not buying it no more. You will not trick me, movie. I see the light. Now that I'm thinking about it, what did Q say or do towards Monica for us to believe this was such a powerful love story? Because they fell in the grass together? Now that I'm thinking about it, there was no moment where he really declared his love for that girl. I don't think that man said the words, I love you, to that girl in the whole entire movie. It took me too long to realize that Q did the bare minimum, and barely even that. Then he breaks up with that girl out of the blue for no reason.
I'm not asking for us to be together.
What?
Now, I don't want to diminish his feelings about his father and him cheating on his mother, because that was the turning point for Q. He found out his father wasn't the perfect man he thought he was growing up, and there was a lot to process for him.
I know some guys dog their wives, but I never thought my papa would do something like that.
Now, him not talking to his daddy for 5 years after that, like that man didn't still give him a wonderful childhood, it's beyond me. His daddy was definitely wrong as fuck, but still, that was a little bit extreme to me, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, I understand Q was going through processing all of that, but instead of handling his emotions like a man, he basically took them out on Monica. The first time he wasn't the center of that girl's world, he just couldn't handle it.
I mean, I can stay a few more minutes.
I'm sweating.
Q was a big, old, overgrown, arrogant man-child. He didn't know how to express his emotions, and instead of just telling Monica that she hurt his feelings by not staying with him that night, he decided to parade another girl in her face.
What's going on?
I was about to go get some food. You wanna come?
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Then after that, he broke up with her. Yes, he broke up with her. And Monica was still willing and ready to work things out with him after that. She loved that man too much.
How do I know the next time you're feeling neglected or whatever, you're not gonna just run around on me?
Now that I'm putting it all into perspective, I don't know how Monica became the one who had to win him back. How did we get to the point where she was playing him for his heart?
One game, one-on-one.
For what?
Your heart.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Then he gets out there and starts playing against the girl aggressive as fuck.
So spare and loving basketball, right?
Anymore.
Okay, now with all that being said, I do have ill will towards Q. I realized that I don't even like him, and I can't believe I ever really thought that he was top tier when it came to black men in these movies. He's just not. But anyways, with all that being said, I don't believe that Q deserves to be seen beside Lance, Harper, and Quentin. I don't think I believe that. Him shoving that girl in Monica's face was enough for me never to talk to him again, but still, I can't make this personal. He took the hoe to Burger King. His words, not mine. I don't believe that's on the same level as Harper, Quinn, and Lance. So when it comes to Q, I would say look at the material. Q has some emotional maturing to do and a lot of other issues to deal with. I still think he had potential. He could have really been something. Next, we'll be traveling to the Love Jones universe. We have Darius.
I've got to admit, girl, you're the shit girl. And I'm digging you like a grave.
I'm so glad to be on A Decent Man again. I didn't realize how emotionally draining focusing on this batch would be. I think I hate men now.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Darius was into poetry and he was a writer. That's already something straight out of a fairy tale for me. I need that.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must.
Let me be professional. I believe that Darius is the most emotionally intelligent out of the bunch. He knew he wanted Nina from the first moment he laid eyes on her, and he applied pressure to get her.
Darius, right?
Now, him getting her a dress from that record store and then proceeding to show up at her house was his biggest red flag.
What are you doing here? How did you know where I live?
Look, I know it's a little strange for me just to show up to your place like this.
But I'm not gonna hold it against him because it worked out for them in the end. Now, he wouldn't have got up in my house, but hey, I can't make this personal. Of course Darius wasn't perfect and he had his issues, but I feel like he dealt with what he and Nina went through in a way that wasn't overly disrespectful, traumatic, and hurtful.
We just kicking it, right? So it's cool. I mean, go to New York, do whatever you have to do.
I'm actually not mad at how Darius reacted to anything in this movie because I feel like we got to see him work through his emotions in a refreshing and healthy manner. For example, even though Nina went out with one of his friends, he still wanted to make sure she got home safe. That shows me what type of man he was.
We can walk up to this payphone up here, call your cab, I'll wait, you get in, boom. You can be on your merry way.
Yes, him and Nina both had communication problems. It seemed like they wanted the other to read their mind without being clear about their emotions, but I feel like everything they went through was for their growth and it all seamlessly came together in the end.
That's urgent like a motherfucker.
I don't have anything bad to say about Darius for real because anything that I did have to say, he fixed it before my eyes, so that's a black king right there. Last, we have Marvin.
I'm going out for some motherfucking toasted oats. You're tripping.
There's no real reason for this man to be here. He was barely in the movie. I'm not even clear on why him and Nina weren't together anymore. I just wasn't going to miss the opportunity to bring up Khalil Kane's fine ass. But from the little bit the movie did give us, I know them not being together anymore was Marvin's fault. I think he proposed to her and then got cold feet. At the beginning of the movie, she said she didn't even know where he was. So what, he just disappeared on her? That's crazy.
When are you gonna give Marvin back his ring? I'm curious. Girl, please, I would if I knew where the hell he was.
Then he had the nerve to just show up to her house looking immaculate.
Hey, baby.
Shit, that make you
She throbbed right there.
I was, I swear to God,
like, oh,
I was
Lord,
just about to say my throbbing.
Yes, I love Lorenz Tate's face card, but child, Khalil would have more chances of getting in than him, Lord. I hope he wasn't no murderer. I done lost my train of thought, but let me be for real. I don't know enough about Marvin to really judge him, so I will say I'ma stick beside him just because there's nowhere else for him to go. And it's Khalil Kane in the 90s. I have to stand beside that. I would lose my phonology degree if I didn't. Lastly, we will be traveling to the disappearing acts universe. We have Franklin.
Would you mind helping me out?
I don't work for free.
I think Zora just liked being tooted up for that man, because what redeeming qualities did he really have? He was a liar. He told her he went to college and it turns out he didn't even make it out of high school.
High school. 11th grade.
I'm not judging him for it, it's just that he lied about it. Strike one. Then on top of that, he failed to tell her that he was still married.
What are you saying, you're married?
No, I'm separated. I've been separated for 4 years.
Strike two. Then on top of that, he failed to tell her that he had 2 kids.
I got 2 sons. One's 12 and the other one's 10.
Strike three. Why weren't the credits rolling? Why did we still have a whole movie to sit through after that? She should have disappeared on him. How did we stay long enough to ask him to move in and be worried about money because he didn't have a reliable source of income to help out? You should have been gone. How did we stay long enough to be trapped with a baby that he forgot to pick up from daycare? You should have been gone. How did we stay long enough for him to destroy the apartment that you and his baby had to live in? You should have been gone. There's only one place that a man who would destroy where he knows full well that his baby has to live deserves to be.
But wait, there's more.
Then he disappeared on her and the baby for a year to get himself together. Like that's not something he could have done while he was still seeing his child.
If it wasn't for the checks every month, I would have thought you were dead.
Not yet.
Get Franklin the fuck out my face. Jail. Jail. Lock him up. Throw away the key. Put some dirt on top of him. I normally be sitting here for the outro, but I don't even feel like it. I picked a terrible group of men. When I selected the movies for this and picked the dudes that I wanted to talk about, I didn't realize it would be this bad. I mean, look at this tier list. Just look at it. Just, Lord, this was a bad bunch of men, y'all. I gotta go, I'm about to go stare at the wall. Cause this was just horrible.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep.